Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I represent for the Jaguar. No, I'm a fighter, yeah, I stand tall. I carry this weight on my shoulders, never a folder. I'm always gon' ball. Instead of it's time for the red, and I'm about to clock in, going in, never count me out. I'ma always make it like a legislator. This is dedication, this why mama made me up. I rise from the pavement, but that's just since I was a baby, walking in greatness, no patience. I say love by the neck and I break it like generation, no curses. Yeah, I live in my purpose, get my eye on the prize, observant. Should've stuck, I'ma leave me close curtains. Yeah, who I do it for? I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yeah, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, nation, the nation. Yeah, who I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yeah, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, the nation. Yeah.
Welcome, Jaguars fans, to the Crown Point Sportsplex, the home of Gov State Soccer. I'm Jordan Fox, very happy to be back behind the microphone, and I hope you all are as excited as I am for more coverage of CCAC action. Today, the Gov State Jaguars face off against the Judson Eagles in a crucial game for the CCAC playoff race. The Jaguars come into today's matchup with a record of 1-3-2 in CCAC play, having managed a 2-all draw with Indiana South Bend in their last match, thanks to a last-minute equalizer from Kumba Dembele. Gov State scored 7 goals and conceded 17 in conference games this season. The Judson Eagles conference record sits at an indifferent 3-1, having scored 14 and conceded 12, but they've been in near-perfect form recently. They roll into today's game having gone 3-0-1 in their last 4 games and have not conceded a goal in that time. Their last match was against the Calumet St. Joe's Crimson Wave, a match which they won 4-0. Moving on to the keys to the game for the Jaguars, the first is to strike first. The Jaguars have not lost a game when they've scored the first goal this season. Next is to find Dembele and Rodriguez. The Jaguars look much more confident when those two are involved early and often. The last is to have patience. The Jaguars are at their best when they slow the game down and don't let it become a track meet. It'd be crucial for the Jaguars to control the tempo in this one. We're going to send it to a quick commercial, and we'll be back with the starting lineups. We're back here, Jaguars fans. We're going to go ahead and send it to the national anthem, and we'll be right back with the lineups.
And now the starting lineups first for Judson University. The goalkeeper, number 1, Ava Fernandez. From Midland, Michigan, number 4, Hannah Schmidt. From Rockford, Illinois, number 7, Anika Elgin. From Germany, number 8, Lisa von Blumenthal. From Huntley, Illinois, number 9, J.C. Laramie. From Rockford, number 11, Isabella Gereltz. From Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, number 14, Araceli Romero Molina. From Round Lake Beach, Illinois, number 16, Natasha Warenzanek. From Morocco, number 18, Amira El Manzouri. Number 19, from Spain, Mara Quintero. And rounding out the lineup from Hampshire, Illinois, number 25, Josie Rickard. The head coach is Diego Savalas, assisted by Alondra Mario, and the grad assistant is Stephanie Frown. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Governor State University Jaguars. The goalkeeper of the week in the CCAC, number 0, Valentina Jimenez. A junior, number 29, Hannah Maylander. From Pueblo, Colorado, a senior, number 4, Victoria Salas. From Chicago, number 7, Ashley Ruiz. From Oak Lawn, Illinois, number 8, Olivia Jazorzak. From Portugal, number 10, Anna Rodriguez. Freshman from Chicago Heights, number 12, Dana Orta. From Huntley, Illinois, number 13, Francia Hernandez. From Alsip, Illinois, a defender, number 16, Elena Popovich. From Paris, France, graduate student, number 22, Kumba Dembele. And rounding out the lineup from Elgin, number 24, Jenny Jimenez. The head coach in his second season is Kiko Magana, assisted by Fibo Arriaga, and the grad assistant is Grace McLaughlin. Your officials are Vasilios Varas, Sheldon Lowe, and Kristen Boris. Welcome to the Sportsplex. This is Governor State University women's soccer.
Just to clarify for those watching at home, it is women's soccer. It is not men's soccer that we will be broadcasting today. It's a beautiful night for action tonight. If you've been keeping up with these games throughout the season, you will know most of these games have been sunny and hot. It is quite the opposite tonight. Floodlights are beaming down on us, but it is not the usual sunlight that we're used to, and it is quite cold. We need to... As we mentioned in the pregame, this is a crucial game in the CCAC playoff race. Both of these teams teetering on the edge of a playoff spot. A win here for either team would be a much-needed boost up the standings. The Jaguars right now sitting at 9th in the conference. The Judson Eagles sitting at 7th. This is, as they would say in professional soccer, a 6-pointer. Both teams need to win this as badly as the other. As the Jaguars are talking things over in the huddle there, the Judson Eagles lined up and ready to go. Looks like the Judson Eagles will be playing in something of a 4-3-3, a slight juxtaposition to the 4-2-3-1 that you're probably used to seeing from the Jaguars. Although, as we know, Coach Kiko Magana doesn't play typical formations. It's always about the relationships of the players and how things develop in certain areas of the pitch. And kickoff is now as the Judson Eagles get us started. Playing it back there to Hannah Schmidt. Schmidt playing it across over to number 16, Wozniak. Wozniak driving it forward. Referee will call a stoppage in play here. It looks like Kumba Dembele maybe suffered a slight injury from the initial kickoff there. Maybe just out of breath from it having hit her abdomen area. Referee's going to halt play momentarily here. Looks like Dembele will get back into play momentarily here. Clock is still running at the moment. We're at 44:05. Nearly a minute gone in the game. And Dembele, thankfully, is back and moving about with some agility again. And the referee drops the ball down, and we will get back into action here. Ana Rodriguez playing it forward to Salas. The ball forward is intercepted by Francia Hernandez. Salas tries to control and does so well. Jezorjak up the middle here, trying to play it through to Dembele. It's cut out well there by JC Laramy. Out on the right side here, Judson dominating the possession so far, looking pretty calm on the ball to this point. Number 8, Von Blumenthal with the ball there, playing it forward. Driving into midfield, the misplaced ball is intercepted by Salas. Salas, typically a right back, playing as a defensive midfielder today, and Ana Rodriguez dropping deeper than she typically would be used to. We saw in the last game at home for the Jaguars, Francia Hernandez playing more of a center back role, and we're seeing her do the same today as the ball is picked up there by El Mansouri, the Moroccan midfielder. Number 9, JC Laramy playing it back. Judson controlling the game to this point. As Judson looking to find inroads here. It's all well and good having possession, but it means nothing if you can't do anything with it. But they're looking to do so now. Here's number 11, Geralt's on the ball. It is cut out that time by Rodriguez, putting in the defensive work. And she drives forward, does beautiful to take that touch around the defender. Plays it forward to Dembele. Dembele facing the defenders. What can she do with it here? Barely finds its way to Ashley Ruiz, but Ruiz unable to make something of it that time. Number 8, Von Blumenthal with the ball. She plays a quick ball forward. This could be dangerous here. It's brought down. She rounds the keeper. Can she finish it off? She cannot. Wow, Valentina Jimenez, lucky there not to have been exposed off her line. Wasn't much she can do with the defensive line being quite that high. Missing Korema Vilchis ever more in this instance. The recovery pace they would normally have with her in the back line certainly missed. They're lucky to not have seen the ball go into the back of the net there on the wrong end, the Jaguars. I believe it was El Mansouri who had the chance there. She was unable to capitalize on it. Oftentimes, coaches and players will say that a pitch can be too perfect when the ball skips around this nicely and gathers momentum the way that it does on a turf, as pampered as this is. Many times that can play against you, especially if you're somebody who likes to play with pace. Here's Wawrzyniak. It's intercepted by Ashley Ruiz. Ruiz trying to find Dembele. She's unable to do so, and the Eagles will recollect with Hannah Schmidt on the right side. Nice little ball played in there. It's number 25, Richard, on the ball. She plays a ball forward, looking to find a run out there on the right-hand side. Can they find the cross? They cannot. It'll be out for a Judson corner, the first corner of the game for either team. The Jaguars need to wake up here. They are in danger of being completely shell-shocked in the opening phases. Hardly had a touch of the ball in Judson's half. And now it will be a corner. Ball swung into the box towards the front post. It's cleared away. Only as far as the woman who sent it in. She'll try again. But it's cut out well, at least for now. It's Romero Molina on the ball here. Molina playing it across. Richard nearly getting there, but falling just short this time. And it's intercepted in midfield by Elgin. Elgin driving. She'll have a go from distance. Jimenez nearly bobbles it back towards her own goal, but she does well to collect. And now the Jaguars with a chance to take a deep breath here. Jimenez playing it forward. It's brought down that time. And the Eagles will reset once more with Laramy. Laramy into Von Blumenthal. And it's intercepted well there in midfield by Jezorjak. This is a dangerous position for the Jaguars. Dembele cutting inside, finding Ana Rodriguez, and just tries to get a bit too cute with it, and it's intercepted by Von Blumenthal. Ruiz on the ball again. Von Blumenthal there once more. Von Blumenthal proving herself a thorn in the side of the Jaguars to this point. Here's Laramy. Out wide that time to Wozniak. She plays it forward. It's cut out there and played forward by Hernandez. Dembele fighting for it. She does well to almost win it, but it's ultimately cut out by Von Blumenthal, who's had a great early game thus far. Geralt on the ball contested, and Ana Rodriguez ultimately wins that contest and strongly rides off the challenge. Still with the ball here, Rodriguez, and calmly collects it, plays a ball out wide that time, nearly finds its way through, but it's intercepted by Schmidt. Schmidt finding Molina, and it is tackled out of play. Referee says that it is Judson ball. Hannah Schmidt will take the throw-in. Bobbles up and ultimately collected by, can't quite tell who it was, Popovich that time, who brought the ball down. Now here's Rocher. Rocher playing the ball forward. It's a poor attempted clearance, and Mansouri is underneath it. Jimenez does just about enough to get there. Lovely claim from the in-form goalkeeper, Valentina Jimenez. Jimenez playing it forward again. Good takedown there from Jezorjak, but the ball just that little bit too disappointing, and Von Blumenthal will have the chance to reset for the Eagles. It's Quintero chasing it. Quintero playing it forward. Elgin playing it out wide. El Mansouri trying to play a cheeky little back heel behind the Jaguars' back line, but not only was she offside, it did not make its way through, and the Jaguars will have a free kick in their own half. An opportunity to send numbers forward here with a little bit less risk. It'd be Ana Rodriguez to take it. Rodriguez plays it directly forward to Dembele. It's cut out that time by Quintero, and the Eagles will look to counterattack. A counterattack that was short-lived due to the hard work of Ana Rodriguez. Rodriguez, she sees the run of Jimenez out wide. She's going to take it herself here. Shrugging off the challenge of Von Blumenthal, it's Jimenez out on the left, and it's touched out of play for a Jaguars throw-in. Jenny Jimenez welcomed back into the starting lineup after an extended period of, we'll say, a minor injury, but one that certainly impacted her ability to be at 100%, as a combination of Dembele and Orta commit the foul that leads to a Judson free kick in their own territory. Long ball forward. It's Von Blumenthal underneath it. She tries the back heel. It's deflected and falls back to her feet. Rochert on the ball. Here's El Mansouri. She plays a lovely ball out wide. Can they find the cross? Can they get the numbers into the box? It's played back. Here's the cutback for El Mansouri. Mansouri turns, and Hernandez does ever so well to get there. And oh my goodness. That was number 7, Elgin, who nearly caught Valentina Jimenez off her line from distance, but it'll take a little bit more than that to beat Jimenez in the form that she's in right now. Jimenez in the 6-0 loss to Trinity managed 17 saves as the ball is picked up here by Rochert. Rochert attacking the back line. Hernandez does well to slide in and clear away the danger. Dembele with the pressure. She's got an opportunity to run to the back line here. She sees the run of Ruiz. Ruiz will get onto it. It'll find its way wide, and it'll be dealt with here by the Judson Eagles. Unclear. Referee says that was Judson ball. I personally disagree with that, but I'm not one to question referees, as many of our listeners and watchers will know. Here's Al Mansouri on the ball again with 34:10 remaining on the clock. Number 16, Wozniak driving forward. It's Rochert. She thinks about a shot from distance. Decides to play it through to Elgin. Elgin with the ball out wide. Can they find the cross this time? It's intercepted by Popovich. And out of play for another Judson Eagles corner. Judson most certainly controlling the possession thus far. It'll have gone almost exactly how they would have wanted it to this point, apart from the fact that the ball has not ended up in the back of the net. A corner here with 33-35 remaining on the clock, though, presents a welcomed opportunity to do so. With navy blue jerseys surrounding the Gov State goal. Ball swung in. It is a good one. Can a Judson player get underneath it? Al Mansouri had a swing at it, but it trickles its way out wide and is deflected out of play for what will be a Gov State throw-in, and they can breathe a sigh of relief that it was nothing more than that. Ball played down the touchline. Dembele unable to get to it, and Von Blumenthal will collect once more. Excuse me, that was number 9, Laramy, who was collecting that time, not Von Blumenthal. Ball played forward. Popovich contests it. Popovich doing well to ward off the attacking approach, and Popovich shepherds it out of play for another Judson corner. The last delivery was better than the first. Can third time be a charm for the Eagles? It'll be Elgin to step up and take it. Elgin standing over the corner. It's swung in. A little trick play here as the shot deflected by Dembele, and it trickles its way into the box, but referee blows his whistle for offside. Judson will be kicking themselves that they haven't made more of these corner kick opportunities. 3 corner kicks, none of which have resulted in as much as a shot towards goal. And Jimenez will be happy to take this goal kick. Takes it short this time to Hernandez. Hernandez under pressure finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the ball out wide to Ruiz, just a little bit too strong, and it'll be another Judson throw-in. Number 16, Wozniak to take this throw. She'll find Von Blumenthal, who will once again try a back heel that was unsuccessful. Rodriguez looking at her options. She plays the ball forward to try and find Jezorjek on the run. Can she get there? It's a foot race here, and Judson come out on top this time. Looked like that was Mara Quintero who made the challenge to play it out for a Gov State throw. The throw which will be taken by Ashley Ruiz. Here's Salas on the ball. Haven't said her name very many times to this point. Normally she's much more involved in build-up, but she gets involved in winning Gov State a corner this time, and it'll be the ever-dangerous Ana Rodriguez standing over this one. That wand of a left foot looking to create danger inside of the penalty area for the Jaguars. Although the Jaguars may not have been at their best in recent weeks, these corner kick opportunities have been something that they've always been very successful from, and they'll look to add to that success today. Here's Ana Rodriguez swinging in the ball to the front post. It finds its way to, it looks like Salas at the near post. Rodriguez intercepts. There's another opportunity here. It's played across the face of goal and saved by Fernandez. Dembele nearly able to get a shot off that time. It's still not cleared out of play. An unbelievable save from Eva Fernandez, sticking out her right leg at the vital moment and pushing it out of play. It looked like it may have been offside, but the fourth official did not blow or raise his flag. And now the Judson Eagles will be sweating a little bit after that one, and nearly a poor stretch of play there from Hannah Mailander, who just took too much time on the ball. But the Jaguars make something of it here. Here's Jimenez playing a ball forward. Can she slip it through to that wide space for Jezorjak? Not quite, but Jezorjak battling it out. The referee will blow his whistle for a foul there from Jezorjak. Gov State coming alive in this one now. That corner, as we said before, representing a very good opportunity for a team that are very, very effective from the set pieces. 29-25 remaining on the first half clock. Throw in taken by Hannah Schmidt. Ball played forward, easily cut out there by Jimenez. Keeps the ball in her clutches and looks at her options, surveys the field, and plays a long ball forward. Intercepted that time by von Blumenthal. Dembele contesting once more. She does well to get a foot in there, but Schmidt ultimately comes out on top. Von Blumenthal playing it forward. This could be a dangerous opportunity for the Eagles. It's little slipped ball through. Can it be played goalwards? Hernandez does very well to intercept there. She's playing with her foot a bit too much there. Jaguars maybe need to just get it out of play here. Rodriguez does very well to find Popovich. Back to Rodriguez. Nice little 1-2 to evade the pressure. And the Jaguars could have a counter-attacking opportunity here. Here's Dembele. Dembele surveying her options. Plays it out wide to Jimenez. It's going to be a foot race again. A foot race that is won by number 19, Mara Quintero. She's done very well to sweep up for that Judson Eagles back line and prevent any clear-cut opportunities towards goal, apart from that one that we had from the scramble after the corner kick. Throw in on the left-hand side to be taken by Ginny Jimenez. Jimenez plays it in towards Jeziorzak. Back to Jimenez. Miscommunication there. Jeziorzak wanted to stay. Jimenez wanted her to go. Salas challenging. And it's played forward here to Elgin. Elgin playing in El Mansouri. She's got options around her. Decides to take it herself to number 11. And it's played through here, but swept away well by Diana Orta, filling in at left back today. It was number 9, J.C. Laramy, contesting Orta on that occasion, but of course Orta came out on top. Jaguars defense looking much more organized after those first couple of scrambles that they had from balls played in behind in the first 10 minutes or so of this match. Here's number 19 on the ball. Sorry, that's number 16. My apologies. Played into number 25, Josie Richard. Fans beneath us here wanting a foul. Referee says play on. Finds its way to Salas here. Salas watching the run of Ruiz, decides not to play it. Tries to find Dembele, but it's cut out easily that time by J.C. Laramy. And El Mansouri does very well there to beat Hannah Mailander. El Mansouri driving at the back line, looking at options, and none of them presented themselves in a timely manner. But the Eagles win it back. El Mansouri will have a go from distance, and it's easily collected by Valentina Jimenez. It'll take a much stronger effort than that to beat the in-form Jimenez. Long ball forward, brought down by Dembele, only as far as El Mansouri, and tackled out of play. Referee says throw in for the Eagles. From my angle, it looked like it last touched El Mansouri. Here's von Blumenthal. Anna Rodriguez putting her body on the line that time and coming out on top. Laramy collects. Plays it back to Quintero. Quintero forward. Richard backing into Salas. Salas getting a little bit too aggressive for the referee's liking. Referee will give her a brief talking to and whistle the play dead for a Judson Eagles free kick. 25-15 remaining on the first half clock. It'll be Laramy to play it forward here. Laramy playing it towards the box. Header backwards to Jimenez. That could have been awkward. But Jimenez alert in goal that time. Long ball forward again from Jimenez. Salas underneath it, winning the foul this time. Interesting battle developing there between Josie Richard and Victoria Salas. Starting to get physical in the midfield there. Rodriguez will play a ball forward. Dembele flicks it on. It's not dealt with by the Judson defense. Jimenez could be in behind here, but Fernandez claims it well. Lays down on top of the ball and collects it with a thankful grasp. Fernandez to boot it forward. Brought down by Richard and played on to number 7, Anika Elgin. Elgin plays it out wide, but the ball just a little bit too strong that time for Molina, and it'll go out for a Jaguars throw. Rodriguez on the ball. Fakes the pass and gets around her defender brilliantly. It's played forward to Dembele, who wins it and nods it on to an offside Ginny Jimenez. Jimenez furious with the call. The fans beneath us feel the same way. Unfortunately for Ginny, from my angle, it looked pretty clear-cut that it was offside, although we know Jaguars fans are ever faithful ones and always passionate about their team. It'll be Quintero to play it forward this time. Forward towards Molina, but intercepted by Rodriguez. Rodriguez nudged off the ball, and Jimenez getting into a physical battle there with number 4, Hannah Schmidt. Schmidt winning her team the throw-in. Jimenez lumbering back to her feet. It's played through for El Mansouri. Pay attention to Jimenez on the left-hand side. She's been having issues with that right knee and was a little slow to get to her feet after that last collision, as the hopeful ball played forward from Jeziorzak is nothing more than hopeful this time. Fernandez sweeping it forward. Rodriguez decided she didn't want that one. Richard on the ball here. Tries to play it forward and does so well. Molina on the ball. She has Mansouri in the middle. It's deflected off of Jimenez and into the back of the net. Number 14, Romero Molina with the goal. Jimenez way too far off of her line that time. Molina takes a quick look up and recognizes it. First time effort, deflected off of the hand of Jimenez and into the back of the net. And it's no less than they deserved. The Judson Eagles take a well-deserved lead through number 14, Arceli Romero Molina. The sophomore out of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, giving the Eagles the 1-0 advantage. How will the Jaguars respond? Ball played forward, beautiful 1-2 between Jeziorzak and Jimenez. Jimenez looking to play in across, she does so. Dembele just unable to get a foot to it. And Fernandez collects. Gets the ball between her gloves and looks for her forward options. Fernandez. Mansouri challenged by Mailander. Number 16, Wozniak on the ball here. Wozniak cutting inside. Finding Richard. Richard in that deeper position. Playing it back towards Schmidt. Schmidt all the way back to Laramy. Laramy to Von Blumenthal. This has been lovely build-up play from the Eagles. Ball played through to Molina, the goal scorer. Molina unable to get it under her feet and just about keeps it in. I think Orta was expecting that to trickle out of play, but Molina was more alive to it and ultimately kept it in play. Now the Jaguars with an opportunity to counterattack. Here's Ana Rodriguez, fakes, cuts inside, plays it to Jeziorzak, who just puts a bit too much on it for Dembele to have an influence on that one. Number 16, Natasha Wozniak on the ball, playing it forward to Richard. Richard trying to play that ball across to Al Mansouri. It finds her well. Al Mansouri one-on-one with Jimenez. Can she find the cross? She cannot. Beautiful sliding challenge by Hernandez. A wonderful, crucial piece of defending from number 13. Hernandez with a textbook slide tackle on that occasion. Francia Hernandez. What a piece of defending there, but it will be a Judson corner. Number 11, Isabella Geralt standing over it. Geralt swings it in. Ball towards the back post. It's knotted on by Al Mansouri, and it goes out for a Gov State goal kick. Well, that was a wonderful piece of defending from Francia Hernandez.
Natasha Navarro.
That was a substitution for the Judson Eagles. Number 22, Natasha Navarro coming on. Number 14, the goal scorer, Romero Molina, coming off the pitch. Number 22, Natasha Navarro, the sophomore from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Wozniak tackles it out of play, and Ruiz will take the throw in. She decides she doesn't want that one. It'll be Maylander to play the throw in for the Jaguars. Maylander looking at her options here. The Eagles pressing ever higher as the clock ticks down to 19:22. Number 11, Isabella Gerald's trying the Burba spin there. It's played wide to Navarro. Elena Popovich playing it forward to Jimenez. It's cut out that time and back out wide to Navarro. Navarro back into Richard. Richard winning the battle there, tries to find a shot towards goal, and it's deflected out of play for a Judson Eagles corner. Eagles really rallying from the momentum they gathered from that opening goal. Corners have not been as effective for the Eagles as the single corner that the Jaguars had. It swung in towards the front post and almost claimed by Jimenez. Looked like maybe was a shot, an attempt at an Olympico there for number 25, Richard. And the ball played out of bounds. Unnecessary error there, and it'll be a Judson Eagles throw-in. Pass intercepted in a dangerous area by Dembele, but nothing made of it. And number 19, Mara Quintero collects the ball here, battling it out with Dembele. Dembele winning that battle, tries to roll it around her defender, but unable to do so. It'll be out for another Judson throw-in. Jaguars once again finding it difficult to break out of their own half. Nodded forward. Schmidt winning the aerial battle that time, but the referee will whistle for a stoppage here. Not entirely clear what for, but it will be a Jaguars free kick. Clock ticking down now to 17:28, with Rodriguez standing over the free kick. Playing another long ball forward, skipping off the surface of the turf there and finding its way to Ruiz, who attempted to play the 1-2 with Jezorjak. Sorry, that is Salas, who she was attempting to play the 1-2 with. Played forward, and Fernandez should collect that, but the ever-speedy Gerald's causing more problems than there maybe should have been on that occasion. Hernandez was casually walking back to it, but the pressing intensity of Gerald's made it much more difficult than it would have originally been. Here's Wozniak on the right-hand side. Played forward for El Mansouri, who was in an offside position. It'll be a free kick to the Jaguars. Jaguars looking to play more on the counterattack than they typically would. Judson dominating the possession thus far, giving the Jaguars almost no choice but to be more efficient with their opportunities. Normally they'd like to build up slowly through the thirds, build out from the back, but haven't really had the option to do so to this point, as Dembele in another physical battle there with El Mansouri does very well, and she draws the foul on number 8, Von Blumenthal. Dembele making something out of nothing there. She was in a bit of a phone booth, but found a way to turn out of it. Hannah Maylander standing over the free kick. Maylander miskicked that time, and it's collected by El Mansouri, not somebody you want to see with space out on that left-hand flank. She's been a nuisance for the Jaguars to this point. Ruiz battling it out and winning the throw-in against Wozniak that time. Maylander trying to play the long throw in behind for Salas. Salas challenging, and it's played out for another Gov State throw, making inroads here in the Judson half, with 15:05 remaining on the first half clock. Here's Hannah Maylander to take another throw. Maylander playing it into Salas. Salas knotting it down, and referee blows for a high boot that time on Dembele. It'll be a Judson free kick. Not the start to the game that the Jaguars would have hoped for. There have been promising signs, but apart from that one very good chance from the corner early on, has not been much to report from a Jaguars perspective, as Francia Hernandez getting in another battle of speed with Geralds. Geralds causing all sorts of problems for the Jaguars back line at the moment. And it's another throw-in. Yes, that is correct. A throw-in for the Eagles in a dangerous position, much to the dismay. Oh, I'm sorry, it will be a Gov State throw-in. At first, the Jaguars players thought it would be a goal kick, and then they thought it would be a Eagles throw-in, and now they're happy to know that it's their throw-in. Ruiz to Salas. And a foul there on the Judson Eagles in midfield. It'll be a free kick to the Jaguars. This is a tough position that the Jaguars find themselves in at the moment. It's never easy to come from behind in any given game, but when you factor in that the Eagles have kept a clean sheet in all of their 4 previous games heading into this one, makes it a little bit more doom and gloom. Jaguars will try to stay positive, though, as Salas is challenging JC Loremi there, but it finds its way to Fernandez, who will be happy that she hasn't had much to do to this point. Lovely touch there from Rodriguez, but it's just a little bit too strong. It's played into Von Blumenthal. Von Blumenthal trying to find El Mansouri in behind there. She does, but it's contested well by Mailander. Mailander filling in as a right back when she would normally be either a goalkeeper or midfielder. And El Mansouri with a couple of lovely touches to get inside, and she feints inside, tries to find the finish, and oh my goodness, number 20, looks like it was number 22 it was, crashing the box. Natasha Navarro within mere centimeters of tapping that one into the back of the net. El Mansouri having an incredible performance on the left wing. Seems like everything she touches is turning into a dangerous chance for the Eagles at the moment. Dembele dropping deep to collect here. Rodriguez playing the 1-2 with Dembele, who finds Salas well. Back to Dembele. This is much better from the Jaguars. Dembele fakes the cross and continues on with her run, but takes a couple more touches than would have been advised, and it goes out for an Eagles throw. Another Judson throw with 11:52 remaining on the first half ticker. Von Blumenthal winning it in a dangerous position. She plays a lovely ball out wide there for Navarro, and it's intercepted at the crucial moment by Jimenez, stepping back from her left wing position to help out in defense that time. Here's Wozniak carrying it into midfield, playing it out to Navarro. Navarro shrugging off the challenge, and it's played through to Wozniak. Wozniak one-on-one with Jimenez, who gets down low and makes a brilliant stop. Did very well to get off her line quickly there as Dembele battling it out. It's Salas. Salas looking for options, begging for options, finds Dembele. Dembele with a heavy touch that is cut out easily by Von Blumenthal, and Von Blumenthal will play it forward to Richard. Intercepted by Mailander. Back at the feet of Richard. Von Blumenthal with a nice turn that is ultimately intercepted on the long ball forward by Orta. Dembele battling it out again and whistled for another high boot. She'll have to walk a tightrope from here on out. Another one of those, and she'll be running the risk of a yellow card. Free kick to be taken by the Eagles. Intercepted by the Jaguars, and Wozniak collects in midfield. Plays it out to Navarro. Navarro having the ball tackled away, but it's played forward again by Schmidt. Here's Geralds. Geralds playing it back to Loremi. Loremi forward to A name that we'll be saying a lot today, El Mansouri. Drifting infield, playing it wide to Novato. Novato looking for a cross. Her cross is deflected, and Popovich with space to run into. Can she manufacture a counterattack here? And an ill-advised ball forward is met by Kumba Dembele, but her ball looks like it came off the wrong part of her boot there, and the Eagles will be happy to collect again. Rochert playing it to Mansouri. Mansouri with the dummy. She's got space in behind once more. Mansouri, quick feet that time, playing it central. Back to Mansouri again. She tries to play an early cross in. It's deflected and met by Mailander. Mailander will be happy to see that one go out of play. Mailander will be relieved to see the end of El Mansouri. She's done very well in defense today, but El Mansouri is just giving her fits out on the left-hand side. Not in her natural position. It's not a position I would want to be in myself, but Mailander trying to stay up to the task. Nudged forward that time for Jezorjak, intercepted by Schmidt. Hernandez on the ball, playing it into Salas. Salas playing it into a crowd. It was deflected to the feet of Dembele, though. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to fizz a ball forward to Jimenez out wide, but it's intercepted by Schmidt, and Schmidt will play it into number 7, Elgin. Elgin looking for the ball over the top. She's going to find it. It's to Geraltz, and it's whistled offside. Big sigh of relief that time for the Jaguars, as if it weren't for a couple of inches and a raised flag, that would have been 2-0 for the Eagles. With the first half clock ticking down to 7:39, just wanted to remind you guys, giving a big thank you to our crew. We have Will Stennis on the camera. We have Matt Barta back in the control room at Governor State. Our engineer, Randall Spriggs. Director, Danny Chang. Phil Smith, the PA announcer. And then we have Dean Jennings and Mark Johnson on the stats. None of this would be possible without this entire crew. Important to note, Danny Chang, this is her first game as director, doing a brilliant job thus far. I'm the voice that you hear, I am the face that you see, but I could not do any of this without the lovely crew. My job is easier than anybody else in this crew, I would argue. And I am Jordan Fox, by the way, for those who may not have been aware. Mark Kundala, or Mark Roberts, as some of you may only know him, made sure to remind me to get my name out there as well. Oh my goodness, what a goal! Ginny Jimenez! We were busy having a laugh up here in the commentator's booth, and it's into the back of the net. Fernandez with a poor ball forward, and Jimenez strikes from distance. It loops over the head of Fernandez, and out of almost nothing, the Jaguars are back level at 1-1 with 6:29 remaining on the clock. Jimmy Jimenez back in the starting lineup, back on the score sheet. Her 4th of the season. She's now joint leading scorer along with Kumba Dembele. And that'll get you off your seat, folks. The ball gifted to her, but she had a lot left to do from about 20 yards out. Beautiful technique that time to lift it over the head of Fernandez. Fernandez with her head in her hands, wishing she could have that one back. Here's Rodriguez on the ball. Popovich. Jezorjak here. Nice little triangle developing out there on the left-hand side. Ball played forward is intercepted by Rochert and played forward to Geraltz. Geraltz finding El Mansouri. The Moroccan cuts inside. She tries to find the ball towards Rochert, but it's intercepted by Popovich and played forward to Dembele. Dembele looking at her options. Plays the ball forward down the right to Ashley Ruiz. But Wozniak will be first to that one. She'll shepherd it out of play for a goal kick to the Eagles. Fernandez plays the ball out wide here to Schmidt. Schmidt back to Quintero. Quintero with a poor ball forward. Nice sliding challenge from Jezorjak, but her efforts were in vain, and it's played forward to Novato. Novato contested by Orta. And Popovich will calm things down for the Jaguars with the ball into Salas. Salas turning inside. Still on the ball here, Salas. Stayed committed to the cause and kept the ball at her feet. It's played forward to Geraldson. Dragged behind by Salas. That will certainly be a yellow card. Salas entering the book. Yellow card for Victoria Salas with the clock stopped at 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Smart thinking that time from Salas to pull the jersey of Geralds, because had she not done so, it would have been an imminent one-on-one opportunity between Geralds and Jimenez, although Jimenez has done ever so well from those 1v1 opportunities so far today. Al-Mansouri to take the free kick. Mansouri plays it towards goal, and Jimenez will keep it in her clutches and play it forward. Dembele unable to get to it, but Jezorjak getting her feet together and looking to play the ball forward to Jimenez. Jimenez back to Jezorjak. A little bit of an awkward touch that time, but she made do. Jezorjak, an even more awkward touch that time, could not make do. Von Blumenthal in midfield. Tries to find it forward to Geralds, but Geralds wasn't ready for it. Here's Orta. Intercepted in midfield by Richard. Ashley Ruiz battling it out, and Richard with a strong challenge that time. Ruiz slow to get up. The fans in the stands here outraged with the referee's lack of decision. Even though I am a Jaguars fan, I will have to side with the referee on that occasion. That was ball first. And Ruiz was merely collateral in what was an otherwise clean challenge. Rodriguez, all beautiful dummy for the nutmeg. Little ankle breaker there. But Al-Mansouri stays alive to it. Last touched off of Mansouri and out for a Jaguars throw. Played forward by Mailander. Nodded forward and out of play by Von Blumenthal. It'll be another Jaguars throw-in. Opportunity to create some wide overloads and maybe play something dangerous in front of the goalkeeper with a long throw-in. Mailander's throw-in is intercepted, but won back brilliantly there by Ashley Ruiz, staying determined. And Lorraine plays it out for a throw-in to the Jaguars. Here's Francia Hernandez playing it forward to Jimenez. Jezorjak underneath it. She looks to have a go. It's played forward to Dembele. Dembele, with a lot of bodies in front of her, does very well to win a corner for the Jaguars. Now keep in mind, the first corner and only corner to this point that the Jaguars had in the game was arguably the best chance that either team has had. It was Ginny Jimenez one-on-one with the goalkeeper, Eva Fernandez, in the first 10 minutes or so, but it'll be Ana Rodriguez looking to repeat the trick this time. Rodriguez swinging it in. It's a dangerous ball over the head of Fernandez and nodded just past the post there. Trying to figure out who got the final touch on that one.
Number 2, Maria Luisa Rubio.
Phil Smith announcing the substitution of Maria Lucia Rubio. Had to check my notes for a moment there. A lot of triple names here for the Eagles. Al-Mansouri on the ball. We have 1 minute remaining on the clock, folks. Running down here, Salas. played back to Mailander. Out wide to Salas again. Salas in her more natural right back position, but it's cut out and played forward. Referee plays advantage, but whistles the advantage back for the foul committed on Anika Elgin by Victoria Salas. 33 seconds here for the Eagles to try and make one last venture forward. It's played forward by Laramy. Taken down in midfield, played forward, dangerous ball, but happy hands of Jimenez laying down on the ball, and she'll look to burn up the clock and make sure that there are no more opportunities for the Eagles.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will do it for the first half here in Crown Point Sportsplex. We're all level at one apiece thanks to a wonderful piece of improvisation after a poor clearance from goalkeeper Eva Fernandez. Jenny Jimenez getting the goal to make things level. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be back in a bit with the second half action here at Crown Point Sportsplex.
We are champions of character.
The master's program in biology here at Governor State is a really good entry point for students trying to pursue graduate education in biology.
Our classes aren't just a lecture. You're actually involved in doing biology.
We have a small field station on the south end of our campus, a building and several lakes dedicated to research projects if students would like to utilize those.
You're involved in live projects, even if you're getting course credit for it.
Governor State, for its size and accessibility, opens up, I think, a very wide range of opportunities that many people, unfortunately, are not aware of.
In the state of Illinois, there are 20 cities with populations over 10,000, and half of the people that live there live below the poverty line. 6 of those cities are within driving distance, very close to Governor State University. The GSU Legal Clinic provides services in 4 areas: immigration, housing, family law, and expungement. The legal clinic is supervised by licensed attorneys and social work case managers. We are very fortunate to have social workers, mostly from our program here at Governor State University, who have graduated and are in the profession. Oftentimes, when people come in for legal services, they have many other challenges in their lives. Once the attorneys realize that they are in need of social services, our social workers can then refer them to social services in the community. We service the Southland, specifically Will County, suburban Cook County, and Kankakee County. The goal is simple. It's to ensure that people of low income status have access to legal education and legal support, even if they can't afford an attorney. Self-help legal services are free, and we reiterate that we're here to walk with people to understand their legal rights and educate them on forms and legal jargon that is often unclear. We do not represent people in court, and if people need additional representation, we will refer them. We here at GSU deeply care about our students, but know that our students then go out and work in the community. We're serving not only our students, but their families and the communities they're from. We care about the people. We care about the whole person.
Welcome back, Jaguars fans. In case you are just tuning in, scoreline sits at 1-all. The Judson Eagles took the lead with 22:30. At the 22:30 mark in the first half, it was Araceli Romero Molina who scored the opening goal for the Judson Eagles. It was assisted by Josie Richard. Right before the end of the half, with about 7 minutes remaining, Ginny Jimenez capitalized on a mistake from Judson goalkeeper Eva Fernandez to level the score line at 1-1. We're going to get started shortly here as a couple of extra balls were on the pitch there. Jaguars were outshot by Judson 9-5 in that first half, but did have more on target. 5 shots on target for the Jaguars, 4 for the Eagles. Eagles kicking left to right in navy blue for this half. The Jaguars in white kicking right to left. And we're off in the second half. Ball played back to Ana Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to play a quick ball forward, trying to catch out the Judson backline. Molina, the goal scorer, nodding it back there for Quintero. On the ball now is Garrels, who plays it forward. Rodriguez intercepting and finding Dembele. Dembele trying to play a first-time ball through for Jimenez. Just a little bit off kilter that time, and it's cleared away by Fernandez. Here's Salas on the ball. Salas does well to turn inside there. Plays it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez lumping it forward. It's intercepted by von Blumenthal. Trying to play a quick ball forward. It ricochets around only as far as Molina. And it's Dembele battling it out this time. Dembele nearly getting there. Fernandez colliding with Dembele. Both players seem to be in a bit of pain here. Fernandez clutching her left hip, it looks like. Dembele back to her feet. Fernandez trying to soldier on this time. Clock still moving at 43-42. And it's a simple back pass. Eva Fernandez playing it forward. And it's nodded forward. El Mansouri in a foot race with Diana Orta. El Mansouri unable to get there. If you're paying attention, folks, Mansouri playing on the right-hand side this time. She spent her first half out on the left flank. Interesting tactical decision from the Eagles coach as a foul is called from Richard in midfield there. Gov State looking to get numbers forward here. Rodriguez playing it that way. Rodriguez underneath the rebound. Her touch a little bit too forward, but does get back onto it and finds Dembele. Dembele finding Jimenez. Jimenez trying to touch it around Schmidt, but is unable to do so. And Quintero, miscommunication between her and Schmidt that time. It'll be out for a Gov State throw-in on the left-hand side. I'll be very intrigued to see whether El Mansouri is as effective on the right as she was on the left. Many wingers often like to cut in onto their dominant foot. Mansouri certainly proved that that was her preferred method, her preferred poison. Referee late to call that one. From my view, it seemed pretty obvious that Rodriguez was held back. Rodriguez holding her face there. Looked like she maybe got poked in the eye after the nutmeg. A foul after being nutmegged is a good indicator of insult to injury. Rodriguez on one eye, looking to swing the ball in. In-swinging ball. It's a dangerous one in towards Jimenez. It's just behind her, though. Salas underneath it. Ball played back into the box is a harmless one, and it will float into the net behind the net. And Eva Fernandez will stand over the goal kick. Sorry, it would be Loremi actually taking the goal kick. I only assumed that the goalkeeper would take it, but Loremi plays it forward to von Blumenthal. It'd be a throw-in for the Jaguars out on the right-hand side. Francia Hernandez taking it, number 13. Played in towards Dembele. Dembele trying to knot it back that time. Maybe it would have been better trying to bring it down and get it under her feet. Horta. Ball intercepted that time by El Mansouri, and Dembele did well to stick with it. It's intercepted by Jezorjak, but cut out that time by Richard. Rodriguez battling it out. Here's Von Blumenthal with space to counter. She's got options. She tries to slip it through. It slipped through to Navarro. Navarro one-on-one with Mailander, and the shot was early. Jimenez bobbled it a little bit, but lays on top of it and claims it with a friendly grasp. .40 minutes and 14 seconds remaining on the game clock. Still knotted up at 1-1. Rodriguez trying to play that first-time ball out to the left wing, and it's brought down by Jimenez, and kept in play. I was getting ready to say that it had gone out of play, but the referee does eventually vindicate my suspicions. Fans down here just underneath us, very upset with that decision. I think them and I would be at odds. I've been mostly on board with the referee's decisions to this point. They have not. Swept forward and misread there by Mailander. Can Hernandez clean up? She can't. It's going to be Navarro out on the left-hand side. Navarro swinging in across and cleared away by Popovic. Popovic will feel relief that it wasn't any more than that. Ball ricochets out of play, and it will be a Gov State throw-in. Oh, it's played in here. It's a dangerous one. Horta read it well. Unable to keep it in play. It'll be a Judson Eagles throw-in. Played towards Von Blumenthal. Von Blumenthal really earning the name of box-to-box midfielder. She's been in just about every corner of the pitch thus far and everywhere in between. Dembele playing it forward to Jimenez. Good opportunity to counterattack if the Jaguars can capitalize. It's back towards Dembele. Dembele with the long touch forward. It's cleared away by Loremi only temporarily. Von Blumenthal makes it more permanent. Underneath it is El Mansouri. It's played back to Mansouri. One-on-one with Horta. Mansouri gets it under her spell. She cuts inside, weaving her way towards the goal. And Popovic does incredibly well there to stick in a foot at the last moment. Crucial challenge that. And Jimenez with a lovely touch inside. Here's Dembele. Dembele turns centrally. And Richard with another foul. Referee being a little bit generous there. Richard with, I believe, her fourth or fifth foul of the game so far. She will be lucky to stay out of the referee's book for much longer here. Rodriguez swinging it in. This ball not as intimidating as her previous set pieces. She could be forgiven for that, as she has been a danger from those sorts of scenarios all season long. Loremi pumping it forward. And Hernandez unable to control that one. It'll be out for a Judson Eagles throw-in. CCAC action is heating up with conference games coming left, right, and center. So we're going to go through some of the previous results from throughout the last week or so. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Judson Eagles beat Calumet St. Joe's 4-0 away from home. Indiana South Bend and Governor State drew 2-2 in their previous meeting. Olivet beat Viterbo 3-0 in their last game. Trinity Christian with a 1-1 draw between them and Indiana Northwest. Holy Cross beating Mount Mary 5-0, and St. Ambrose drawing with the red-hot St. Xavier, who currently lead the conference. Today, earlier on in the day, Trinity Christian managed a 2-0 win over Indiana South Bend as Jimenez, with the testing effort from a similar range from which she scored her goal. This time, though, Eva Fernandez happy that it didn't float over her head and rather rolled into her grateful grasp. Here's Mansouri playing it back to Richard. Richard does well to skip past the challenge, but miscommunication between Mansouri and Richard. Game sort of grinding to a halt here. Not really any chances to speak about thus far. Not much goalmouth action. Both teams maybe falling victim to fatigue, but Judson mounting a beautiful counterattack here. Navarro coming back to get on the ball here, but coming back from an offside position at that. It will be a Gov State free kick with 35:07 remaining on the game clock. Francia Hernandez on the ball. Rodriguez finding herself in almost a defensive midfield position. She's known to be much more of a forward-thinking player. As Jimenez underneath the ball with that raw pace, can she get it onto her left foot and create some danger here? She crosses it in, but crosses it out would be a more accurate representation. It finds its way wide of the post for a goal kick.
Substitution for Judson, number 14, Araceli Romero Molina.
Araceli Romero Molina returning to the pitch. She will go out onto the right wing, and El Mansouri will go back to her natural left wing position. Jaguars, I'm sure, will be at least a little bit upset with that, as Mansouri was a wrecking ball out on the left-hand side in the first half. As Schmidt lines up to take the throw in, just wanted to remind you all of the lovely crew we have at our disposal today. It is camera Will Stennis on the camera, Matt Barta back in the studio, along with Randall Spriggs engineering, Danny Chang directing her first game ever. Big congratulations to Danny. She certainly earned that one. Phil Smith, the PA announcer, here in Crown Point with us. And on the stats, we have Dean Jennings and Mark Johnson. None of this would be possible without our wonderful crew. Big thank you to all of them. As I told you guys in the first half, my job is a lot easier than theirs. I may be a pretty voice, but I would be nothing without a pretty crew. Victoria Salas, intercepted by Von Blumenthal. Lovely rake inside. It's deflected by Popovich. Von Blumenthal with those long legs, 5'11" stature. She's hard to contain in that midfield, and that has certainly been the case today for the Jaguars, but they've done a good job of making sure that she's not done much in the way of creating goal-scoring opportunities. Here's Molina just back onto the pitch. She plays in a skipped ball across, and it's trickled into the hands of Valentina Jimenez in net. Jimenez made 5 saves in that first half. That brings her tally up to 26 saves in her last 3 matches. The 17 saves that Jimenez made in the 6-0 loss to Trinity Christian, just to give you a frame of reference and to use my statistical skills, nerd out on you guys a little bit, those 17 saves would be a record in a World Cup for either men's or women's, just to give you some context to how ridiculous of a stat line that is from Jimenez. That coming almost immediately off the back of winning the CCAC Defensive Player of the Week. Here's Ashley Ruiz deep into her own half here, trying to almost pass it around the defender. Isn't able to do so, but is able to maintain possession. Throw into Francia Hernandez, who will play it forward. Nice ball forward, but Dembele got out a little bit too far in front of it. Rodriguez challenging here. Collecting the ball is Geraltz. Geraltz and Salas battling it out. Salas winning the battle this time. Hernandez, a couple of calm touches there, but the pass maybe a bit too calm for Rodriguez's liking, but Jaguars lucky to watch it into the safe hands of Jimenez. Salas underneath that one. It finds its way back to Laremi, who will play a long ball forward. Popovich nods it forward, but only as far as El Mansouri, who finds Molina. Molina with space in almost the same position that she scored her goal in the first half, but took one too many touches. Sweeping it back inside, nearly splits the two defenders, but Popovich there as the safety blanket, clearing it out of play for nothing more than a throw into the Eagles. But Molina looking dangerous out on that right-hand side. Schmidt plays it in. Schmidt plays it in again. Underneath it is El Mansouri. This is dangerous, and Popovich got the final touch on that one. It'd be out for a corner to the Eagles. Heart attack football there from the Jaguars, nearly resulting in a great goal-scoring opportunity, but they were able to clear it out at the last moment. It will still be a corner. A low-driven corner, dummied on, top of the box, the shot deflected and cleared away by Dembele. Clever corner kick routine there from the Eagles, but the threat isn't gone just yet. Flicked forward, Jimenez underneath it. Geralt's collecting, Geralt's driving through the defense. And I think it was Orta calmly clearing it away that time. Jimenez battling it out with von Blumenthal. Back to Jezorjak. Jimenez trying to play a quick ball forward to Dembele, but it's cut out by Quintero, and Quintero will play it back to Fernandez. Here's Laremi. Laremi playing it forward to Geraltz. Geraltz nodding it on towards Romero Molina. Molina plays a lovely ball through to El Mansouri, and the flag is up for offside. I believe that offside call was actually on the initial ball forward to Romero Molina, number 14. From my angle, she looked a good couple of feet offside. But the ball through, take nothing away from it. It was an exquisite ball from one side of the pitch to the other. Had she just kept her run a little bit that time, it could have been a really dangerous opportunity for the Eagles. Mailander clears it forward. Salas will get on the rebound. Salas trying to find Jimenez, but Schmidt just about gets there in time. Mailander throwing it in towards Salas. Salas muscling off her defenders. Mailander trying to play a forward pass to Dembele. It's cleared out by von Blumenthal. Van Blumenthal finding number 7 there. Ball played forward to Romero Molina. She was more focused on the fourth official than on the ball, and it deflects off her back. Nice touch pass there to Popovich from Rodriguez. Jezorjak to Hernandez. Hernandez, a calm head on the ball as always. Salas being nudged in the back that time from number 25, Josie Richard. Looks like she maybe used a bit of her arm there. Surprised not to see a foul. Richard on the ball here. Here's Elgin. Elgin. Nice little played out to von Blumenthal, skipping past the challenges. She'll have a go from quite a ways out, but it floats its way harmlessly wide. Looks like the referee's going to call a corner kick here, claiming there was a deflection on the way in on the shot from Van Blumenthal. Clock still running here at 26:20. It'll to be number 7, Anika Elgin, standing over the corner. From my view, quite a dark corner. Light not really reaching that side of the pitch, and ball floated in is a dangerous one. Molina underneath it, cleared away by the thankful Maylander. Maylander finding herself playing as a left back in this half. Coach Kiko recognizing the trouble that El Mansouri gave to Maylander in that first half, making sure that she's not the one isolated 1v1 against the Moroccan winger this time. Geraltz to Quintero. Over to Larami. Elgin with a wayward ball forward. Schmidt gonna let that one go out for a throw-in to the Eagles. We'll have to wait and see what factor fatigue will play in this. Neither team with a very deep bench to call upon, or at least the Eagles not choosing to call upon the bench that they do have. The Jaguars brought exactly 11 players to this game, so substitutions are not an option. Players like Ginny Jimenez, who aren't at 100%. Jimenez playing with a brace on her right knee. Clearly limping when she gets at least to a full sprint. Those sorts of things really start to play on your mind when a game is an hour and a half long. Here's Elgin snaking her way out to the left-hand side, finding El Mansouri. Mansouri trying to weasel her way around. Oh, beautiful turn to get inside there. Hernandez does just about enough to take it out of the path of El Mansouri. A flashy winger out on that left-hand side. Joyful player to watch. Taking it. Mansouri standing over the corner kick. Floats it in towards the near post. It's cleared away by Hernandez. Fizzed back into the box and cleared away again. Now here's a chance for the Jaguars to get forward. Maylander, sorry, that was Jazorjak giving it everything she had, but wasn't able to win the foot race that time, as Elgin has some space here, but Jimenez commanding that line well today. She's had to step off of her line more than a handful of times. One of those did result in a goal, but otherwise she has been excellent in net. A safe pair of hands, as always, proving to everybody why she was the CCAC Defensive Player of the Week. Here's Josie Richard turning inside. Caravining run, halted that time by Ana Rodriguez. Intercepted by Wozniak, cleared away by Maylander. Here's Richard once more. Rodriguez is down. She stayed down here. Play will continue for now. And referee stops play at an inopportune moment. Rodriguez really slow to get to her feet here. We're going to go ahead and take it to a commercial now. The medical staff coming on to the pitch. We're going to set it to a commercial, and we'll be back in a moment with an update on Rodriguez's injury. Welcome back, Jaguars fans. Unfortunately, Ana Rodriguez is, well, now getting to her feet.
Ana Rodriguez.
She's struggling to do so. It's unclear as to whether she will continue on in this match, but we're going to give you some information about our next broadcast. Coming up tomorrow, 1 p.m., the women's volleyball team faces unbeaten Viterbo at home, Governor State University in the Arc. Jaguars looking to continue their push in CCAC play. Up until last night's loss, they had won their last 4 conference games in a row, but they will be back on the court at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and we will be here to broadcast that game. Not here, rather, but at Governor State University. We're about a 30-minute drive out from the Arc at this moment in time. Ana Rodriguez, just to give you guys an update, has lumbered her way over to the bench. It looks like it will be tough for her to continue. The Jaguars may have to plan for life without her. Down to 10 players on the pitch, fighting an uphill battle. How will Coach Kiko respond to this predicament? As the ball is dropped back into play, clock starts running here. Down now to 22:30. Cleared forward by Quintero. In commanding her box once more, number 0, Valentina Jimenez. Jimenez with a floating ball forward. Just Jorjak underneath it, but only as far as a Eagles player, and that Eagles player nudged it out of play for a Gov State throw-in. Looks like that was Elgin who made the errant pass as Quintero plays a quick ball forward. Elgin and El Mansouri trying to cause trouble for the Jaguars back line, but failing to do so. Jimenez with another claim to her name. Jimenez getting on the end of the bouncing ball. Maybe would have done herself more favors if she had collected it to her feet. Played forward by Mailander. Jezorjak fighting for it, but Elgin coming out on top. Now here's Romero Molina, plays in a disguised ball through, but nobody home to take advantage of it. It'll be Jimenez's ball once more. Lumped forward now and touched on by Dembele. Here's Van Blumenthal. Played out wide. Al Mansouri looking to cause more havoc on that left-hand side. It's played forward for Wozniak. Wozniak trying to keep it in place. She does. Turns out of a phone booth there, but gets nicked on the way out, and it'll be a throw-in to the Eagles. Played inside for Van Blumenthal. Back to Elgin. Dembele a little bit lackadaisical with her touch that time, and the Eagles keep it. Here's Elgin on the ball. I'm just taking a glance down here at the bench. Rodriguez appears to be getting her boots ready as if she is going to be coming back onto the pitch. My guess at this moment is that Rodriguez will return. Very good news, and all we can hope is that Rodriguez is healthy and that she isn't trying to play through an injury that would otherwise cause her some trouble. Here's Mailander. Playing it into Jimenez. Van Blumenthal with an opportunity to have a go from distance. It was knuckling towards Jimenez. Those are a keeper's least favorite type of shot when they have that much movement in midair. Your angle may not have caught it. But Rodriguez is walking towards the halfway line. She will return to the game. It was going to be a tough game if Rodriguez wouldn't come back into it. Beautiful turn from Dembele to evade the defenders. Here's Jezorjak. Out wide to Ruiz, but Ruiz is met well by Wozniak. Wozniak carrying it forward. She's got the run of Richard. She finds it. Richard gallivanting forward, turns back, plays it to Van Blumenthal. Van Blumenthal sees the run of Romero Molina, but decides to play it to the other side. It's knotted down and offside whistled. It looks like it was number 16, Wozniak, called for the offside infringement that time. The Jaguars will be very pleased with how they've handled this second half. Haven't let in hardly any chances, to my knowledge, not really any. The only shot on target came from about 35 yards out, and that was a cynical challenge that time from Schmidt. Jimenez limping on the one good leg that she does have at the moment. Mailander standing over this free kick. Not sure if that's a sign that Rodriguez isn't fully ready to be at her 100% contribution status, but Mailander playing a short ball forward. Salas battling it out there. Salas doing well to keep it alive. Rodriguez getting right back into the thick of it with a challenge there. It's out for an Eagles throw-in. Here's Elgin. Ball forward by Richard, met by Hernandez. Hernandez largely keeping El Mansouri quiet in this second half. She's had her moments of individual brilliance, but Hernandez is proving quite the test for El Mansouri. The Moroccan magician, will label her. Here's Popovic playing it wide to Hernandez. Intercepted by Elgin. Here's El Mansouri, and whistled for offside once more. Jaguars doing an excellent job in the second half, keeping that line compact. It's what's resulted in these offense lapses from the Eagles that have caused so many offside decisions. I don't have the figures in front of me. I'll get those for you in a moment. I'm being told by my stats team that it is 8 offside decisions against the Eagles.
Yes, Diana, stay in front, stay in front.
Here's Mansouri shifting and shaping up, but once again, Hernandez, a confident defender. Hernandez has been superb, keeping out the danger in that defensive line. She's played as both a center back and a left back in this game, even has found herself as more of a midfielder throughout parts of this season, but no matter the job, she does it well. Nutmeg pass finds Van Blumenthal, will have a go from distance, but never troubling the Colombian in goal, Valentina Jimenez. Repeat myself, but the Jaguars will be very happy that really the Eagles haven't had any opportunities apart from pop shots from distance, which are unlikely to trouble a keeper of the level of Valentina Jimenez. And Salas whistled for a foul in midfield that time. She's unhappy with the decision, but, well, she hasn't been happy with many decisions from the referee in this game now that I'm thinking about it. Eagles with numbers in the box. It's a good ball in. Met by Hernandez and claimed well and confidently by Valentina Jimenez.
Good header, Fran.
Knotted forward by Van Blumenthal once more. Played into the path of Romero Molina.
Yes, Hannah.
Touched out of play by Mailander. It'd be an Eagles throw. It'd be Schmidt forward from right back to take the throw in. Schmidt heading it back into the box, but headed out for a throw in once more by Mailander. Throw in finds Romero Molina. Romero Molina on the ball. She tries a quick shot that floats wide left of the post. Tried to catch Valentina Jimenez lacking on that occasion, but lacking she was not. And it finds only the side netting. Ball out wide to Hernandez. Hernandez plays it forward. It's intercepted by Geraltz. Salas' ball intercepted by Schmidt, but collected by Jimenez. Rodriguez, lovely turn inside there. She's got some space to work with now. Plays it out wide to Jimenez. Jimenez has a chance to cross it into the box. She does. Dembele underneath it, but Fernandez catching it, claiming it, keeping it. Played forward here to El Mansouri. El Mansouri playing it to number 7 in midfield there. Here's Richard playing it out wide to Romero Molina. Romero Molina back inside. This could be dangerous for the Eagles. And beautiful defending that time. Cross back in. Cleared away temporarily by Orta. Another cross from Elgin. Jimenez couldn't get to it. Van Blumenthal will collect and try to go again here. Oh, nice bit of footwork there. Out wide, she'll have a go, and it's deflected by Hernandez and cleared away. Here's Dembele underneath it. Dembele gets past one. Can she continue her run? Gets past Schmidt. Schmidt does well to commit to it, but the referee does not call for a foul. Contentious decision there, as it looked for all the world that she had missed the ball and played the feet of Dembele that time. Nothing given, and it's a throw in for the Jaguars. Here's Richard trying to find Romero Molina, but only as far as Mailander. Another counter-attacking opportunity for the Jaguars. Salas forward to Jimenez, but met by Schmidt. Mailander with a throw in towards Salas. Salas showing good strength to keep it there. Jezorjak to Rodriguez. A little bit of bickering towards the referee from the fans as Jimenez trying to get the inside positioning on Schmidt there. Unable to do so. It's out of play for an Eagles throw with 10:25 remaining on the game clock. It's out of play, and it looks like it's going to be a Jaguars throw. The fourth official whistled for an Eagles throw as Dembele got kicked in the head there. Referee calls a foul for a high boot. Dembele is struggling to get her wits about her. She's lumbering her way towards the box, and now it looks like she's ready to get back involved. This is a dangerous position for Rodriguez. Could maybe even have a shot from here. She decides to cross it. It's down to Dembele. Ruiz underneath it. It trickles its way to the post. Oh my goodness. Ruiz barely knew anything about it, but her deflection nearly confused Fernandez enough to go into the back of the net, but the left-hand upright, her savior on that one. Here's El Mansouri. Into Geraltz. Geraltz playing it out wide, looking for Elgin. Elgin riding the challenge. Can she play it in? She can. It's at the back post. It's cleared off the goal line. Exceptional defending there from the Jaguars. All El Mansouri had to do was tap it in, but Hernandez would not let her. Clock has stopped here at 8 minutes 40.
Substitution for Judson, number 2, Maria Luisa Rubio.
Maria Luisa Rubio checking into the game. Check your pacemakers, folks. That was almost a heart attack moment for the Jaguars as Geraltz does a quick little step over and is pretty obviously fouled that time by Dembele. Referee going to have a conversation with her. Doesn't look like a yellow card will be given, just trying to make sure that tensions don't flare too much. It has been a physical dogfight between these two teams. Both teams just simply looking exhausted at the moment. Will there be a moment to break this thing open? Swung into the box. Von Blumenthal's cross nearly floats over Valentina Jimenez, but Jimenez was just in the right spot. That was rising as it approached the goal, but Jimenez did very well to read it and save. And referee says no foul that time. Jimenez clutching her head, and eventually the referee does pull play back for the foul. The fans underneath us infuriated with that decision, and I can't say that I blame them for that. Clear head injury that time. Clock has stopped at 7 minutes and 24 seconds. Referee making sure that Ginny Jimenez gets the treatment she needs. No indication that anybody will come onto the pitch to assist her at the moment, but looks like maybe just a bit of cramp coming up here. When you've played this much football and it's been this high-flying, intense, back and forth physical battle that it's been in this match. Looks like Jimenez coming up with a bit of a cramp here. The fourth official going to bring her some water to try and get her back to her feet. Nice gesture from the fourth official. If you guys are looking to keep up with Jaguars action, we already mentioned the Viterbo volleyball game between the Jaguars and Viterbo at the Arc that will be going on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Next week, the Jaguars women's soccer team will be back here at Crown Point, October 15th at 1 p.m. That is this upcoming Wednesday versus St. Ambrose, another crucial conference game. Maylander standing over the free kick. Maylander playing it forward to Salas. Salas trying to tap it forward to Dembele. Dembele finding Jimenez in an offside position. If I had a nickel for every call these fans didn't like, I might be able to pay for my gas home. Laramy playing it forward. Nodded down and towards Dembele. Dembele with a stiff shoulder. Here's Romero Molina with the ball. Here's Geraltz. Geraltz evading the challenge of Rodriguez, playing it forward to Van Blumenthal. Played into the path of Quintero. Quintero whistled offside. Massive let off that time for the Jaguars. And the referee calls for a stoppage on the clock. 6 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. A yellow card for dissent to number 19, Mara Quintero, entering the referee's book. Maylander. Fizzed ball forward into the path of Dembele, intercepted, and Dembele collides. That time, into Romero. Molina and Dembele will pick up a yellow card. Number 22, Kumba Dembele, finding her way into the referee's notebook. Dembele with a noticeable limp right now, clearly struggling, but doesn't have the option of coming off the pitch now. There's only 11 players at the disposal of the Jaguars. No substitutions available, and pulled back there. Geralt's yanking on the shirt of Salas and being whistled for a foul with 5:47 remaining. It's getting down to crunch time. Ball forward from Rodriguez, knotted down to Van Blumenthal. Van Blumenthal trying to find a searching ball forward. It's played into the path of Elgin. Elgin with the shot. And it's harmlessly wide of the post for a Jaguars goal kick. 5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. Still level at 1 apiece. Can one of these two teams just find a boost of adrenaline, just a moment of magic, a moment of luck to break this thing wide open? Schmidt on the ball, driving it forward through the legs of Orta, and then to Mailander. Here's Jimenez, who can't keep it in play, and it'll be out for an Eagles throw-in. Referee has called something here. Just a reminder, folks, if you're not familiar with the beautiful game, there is no overtime in regular season play. This game will end in a draw. It's fizzed across and tapped home by Van Blumenthal. Number 14, Romero Molina swinging in the cross. Van Blumenthal crashing into the back post and tapping it home. Van Blumenthal has blown this thing wide open, and the Eagles take the advantage 2-1. Araceli Romero Molina with the assist. She now has a goal and an assist on the night. An exceptional performance from her, and it's looking likely that that may have been the winner. A foul against the Eagles means a dangerous free kick for the Jaguars. It'll be the Portuguese maestro, Ana Rodriguez, standing over it. Can the Jaguars muster up a chance here? Can they use what little they have left to get back into this one? Rodriguez to the near post. Ruiz unable to get an effective touch on it. Rodriguez intercepting. Cleared away. El Mansouri with a chance to Murad forward. Galloping into the Jaguars' half. Elgin trying to tap it through to her teammate there. It's collected by El Mansouri and tackled very well there by Hernandez. It's getting into now or never territory for the Jaguars. 3 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. Mailander playing it forward. The Jaguars need to get some forward momentum. This is a good woman to try and do that with. Here's Jimenez chasing and just didn't quite have the legs. 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. The Jaguars, with so little left in the tank, they've given it all they have in this one so far. A depleted Jaguars roster. They've done admirably to this point to stay in the game, to defend with everything that they have. Can they get the goal that they need to make things level again? They managed a late equalizer in their game against Indiana South Bend. Now here's Al Mansouri with space to run into, one-on-one with Hernandez. The step overs, getting around Hernandez, but Hernandez does amazingly well to recover. We have 1 minute and 55 seconds to go. Salas playing it forward to Jimenez. Jimenez looking for options. She's going to take it on herself. Schmidt. It's out for a corner. The Jaguars trying to act quickly here. It'll be Maylander standing over the corner. 1 minute 34 left on the clock. Desperation maybe starting to sink in. Can the Jaguars stay calm and get something going in front of net here? Remember, even if they do tie it, there will be no overtime, but a draw is better than a loss in any circumstance. Maylander swinging it in, a low cross towards the front post. It's a disappointing ball, but she'll get a second crack at it. It's deflected off of Romero Molina. We're down to 1 minute remaining in the game. Cleared forward to Elgin. Elgin plays a lovely ball through. Al Mansouri one-on-one with Jimenez. She goes for the finish and a beautiful save from Jimenez to keep the Jaguars in it. 44 seconds remaining. And the Eagles will be in no hurry at all to take this throw-in. That may well do it, folks. I don't want to sound pessimistic, but Jaguars have the chance to run the clock down. Sorry, the Eagles have the chance to run the clock down and not allow the Jaguars the chance to respond. Al Mansouri touches it out for a goal kick. It is now or never for the Jaguars. 15 seconds remaining. Rodriguez looking to play a long ball forward. Jimenez slipped in behind. It bounces up. 5 seconds remaining. Dembele underneath it. Here's Jimenez. She needs to have a shot here. And it trickles away. The Judson Eagles take it. 2 goals to the Gov State Jaguars 1. Right at the dying moments, the Judson Eagles playing a free kick in. It was Van Blumenthal, number 8, crashing into the back post to score the decisive goal. That's all we have for you today, folks. Thank you so very much for sticking with us and for being your source for Friday Night Football. It's not the Friday Night Football you're used to, but I tend to think that this is just as good, if not better. Until next time, we will see you all later. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I represent for the Jaguar. No, I'm a fighter, yeah, I stand tall. I carry this weight on my shoulders, never a folder. I'm always gon' ball. Instead of it's time for the red, and I'm about to clock in, going in, never count me out. I'ma always make it like a legislator. This is dedication, this why mama made me up. I rise from the pavement, but that's just since I was a baby, walking in greatness, no patience. I take life by the neck and I break it like generation, no curses. Yeah, I live in my purpose, got my eye on the prize, observing. Try to stop, I'ma leave me close curtains. Yeah, who I do it for? I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yeah, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, nation, the nation. Yeah, who I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yeah, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, the nation. Yeah.